Welcome, everyone. Welcome into this week's Water Sign Live readings for the week of October 2nd through October 8th. So, today we're going to be looking at Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Guys, I'm just taking it slow today. So, timestamps, timestamps, timestamps. If you come in and watch the replay, just check in the description box. You can click on Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I do have some announcements I want to go over, and then, of course, we will talk about the astrology. I want to talk a little bit about the astrology for all of October, and then we'll jump into the week that we're in. So, yes, definitely just going to take it easy. Just finishing setting up. I got a package today with my guided dream journals. So I'm super excited to show them off today, guys. I think it's so important that we write our dreams down. I cannot express um, how important that is and how many messages come to us in our sleep. And I know some of you think that you don't dream, but that is not the case, guys. You're definitely dreaming. You're just not remembering your dreams. So there's definitely some things you can do to help you remember your dreams. And I do recommend checking into that, guys. So guided dream journals. I did get myself my own new one. I've already filled up the old one. So I'm excited about starting my new one. And then I also have a few extra to do giveaways. So I'm really excited to do some guided dream journal giveaways, and we'll work on that in the next coming days. All right, so let's see. Announcements. Hi, Anne. All right, so really quickly, I just want to say Facebook stars really quickly because I forget to say, and you guys send them anyway. I just can't believe it. Guys, we only have to meet a $25 benchmark before Facebook starts matching what you send, and then we get paid once a month. I just want to say every month we have gotten it. We've been monetized on Facebook for 3 months now. We've matched it right away. So I just want to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are definitely making Facebook pay me, so it's super awesome. So yes, if you guys have sent Facebook stars this last week, I just want you to know that I see them. I am currently working. They do have like this little thing set up where you can like make thank you videos. So I am currently working on that, guys. So yes, if you've sent Facebook stars, it's amazing. Just thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. Also, I want to mention really quickly the new schedule. We are on a new schedule, guys, and I know that it's hard to adjust. Hi, Diana. Hi, Gina. Sandra's with us. Awesome, awesome. Let me know, ladies. Sound is okay. Everything's okay. And let me know if you hear any music in the background, please. Um, so yes, guys, new schedule. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius we're doing every Monday at 12 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Earth signs we're doing every Tuesday, 12 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Water signs today, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we are a little bit late, guys. As you can see, we're at 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time. We'll talk about that later. Normally, it's going to be every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Tomorrow, we're going to do Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So every Thursday, 12 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Thank you, Anne. Thank you so very much on Facebook. Guys, we are streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm currently in the creator struggle of trying to decide if I want to continue to use these platforms um, to advertise my own business, or if I want to start following their rules to become monetized. So I just want to say, originally when I started this journey, I definitely use these platforms to advertise my own business. And when Facebook did monetize us, which I'm so definitely very grateful for, it changed the game, right? And it definitely it changed things up for us. And so right now we're kind of in that. I'm sure all creators have gone through it. I'm never the only one ever. So I'm sure there's people that understand like where I'm at the moment. Trying to decide, because I do like the multi-stream. I like that I'm able to reach out and touch this many people, right? So I do feel like that's what Spirit has called me to do. So unfortunately, that may mean some monetization issues for us. And if that's the case, then so be it, right? All right. So rare, that's me. 1111 comes in. Water signs are always really popular. Guys, water signs are emotional. I'm sure you know this, right? That's why you're here watching. But seriously though, no joke. If your sun or your moon is a water, I always say like your moon is more important, but really your sun sign is too, because it literally like overrides everything, right? Like it encompasses everything. So if your sun or your moon sign, like if you guys come and watch me for your water readings and you have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your sun or your moon, I just want to say I feel you. I have sympathy for you. Um, you are the strongest, I would say, out of all the elements. I know some people could say, well, the fire signs, right? They're pretty badass, right? They just go around burning stuff down. I wouldn't say that they're necessarily the strongest, because sometimes things are easier for the fire signs. I feel like sometimes for me, things are easier because I can just burn it down, right? um, but if you are, yeah, sun or moon in a water sign, you deal with an extreme amount of emotion every single day. And I don't mean like emotion doesn't have to be like you're just walking around crying. That's not what it means. It just means that you really feel things. I don't know how much simpler I can say it than that. I am a Cancer rising. So rising is how people see you, how people perceive you. um and I just want to say people clearly perceive me as really emotional, right? It's so true, guys. But I am. My emotions, even before the awakening, even before like the twin journey, I don't want to say are extreme. I feel them deeply. And the thing about your rising is how other people see you. So when you're an empath, so most of you are going to understand what I'm talking about. Some of you are going to be like, what is she talking about? But when you're an empath, and your rising is Cancer, um, the amount of emotion that I soak in sometimes, guys, can definitely um, seem overwhelming. And I say seem overwhelming because it's literally just because I don't have the tools yet to know what to do with all of them, right? As I'm awakening, as I'm experiencing my spiritual awakening, right along with most of you guys, I'm learning every single day. So it's definitely something that I'm having. If you're an empath, you understand what I'm talking about. It's a tool that we have that we need to learn so that we can kind of regulate our own emotions, right? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Or does it just sound like gibberish? I was watching this other twin reader, and she said something about like, if people that aren't twin flames watch her, it's like she's speaking Japanese. And then the rest of us watch her and we're like, what are you talking about? I completely understand what you're saying. Like, why do you even think someone's not going to understand? Yes, it really is that way for me, guys. Like, really. So rare, that's me. 1111 says, yes, yes. Soak in a lot of emotions. So Amber says her sun and rising are water signs. Singer says, I agree, Scorpio sun and sponge for soaking in others' emotions. It's so true. Scorpios, I really have a soft spot in my heart for Scorpios. And I feel like because of that situation, I can definitely feel the pain that Scorpios feel. That, and when I say that, like most people are like, what? The Scorpios have an inner pain, like no other sign. That's hard to really explain. It's something that's very deep and internal. And when I'm reading for Scorpio, I feel that. So just so you guys know, I know some of you think it's a secret and like people don't know. But just so you know, I know. All right. I think that's enough of the schedule. We've all got it. All right. I'm sorry. My bad. Um, I do want to mention the Etsy shop really quickly before we get started. 20% off, guys, until October 2nd. That's going to be the fall sale. And I'm not supposed to do this, but I just want you guys to know because if you're following my channel, you're going to know. I'm so sick of Mercury retrograde that we're going to have another sale. So, just celebrating Mercury going direct. So I just want you to know. I'm not supposed to do that, but I just wanted you to know. But yes, guys, check out the 3 new readings in the Etsy shop. Let me take the banner off so you guys can see them. Have mercy, Rosa. All right, so the first one is a little bit bigger than I know you guys are used to, but there is a lot more information. So it's the next 3 months. But I'm not just reading tarot and giving you what I think the tarot cards are saying for the next 3 months. I'm actually going to study your birth chart and use that also to tell you what's coming in the next 3 months, along with, of course, the astrology that we're in currently. So yes, guys, I'm getting a lot better with the birth charts, and I'm really excited to add this next 3 months reading in the Etsy shop. So if you guys are looking for personal readings, now is the time. I've also added a chakra reading. And I'm learning how to align my chakras. So definitely something that I would like to share with others. But I have found an actual tarot spread. Now, most of the spreads that I use, I make myself. But this particular chakra reading spread came out of one of the books that I'm studying about chakras. So I didn't particularly make this spread. I did adjust it a little bit so that I could add questions. So it does come where you can still ask 2 questions. Again, chakra reading is new in the Etsy shop. And then I've added a love reading, just a regular love reading, guys, not a twin flame love reading, not a soul connections and separation love reading, just regular old tried and true love reading. And the reason I did this, guys, is because not all of us are always asking about the twin counterpart. In fact, most of the time, as you start to progress or go through your journey, there'll be times that you pull. I don't want to say it like this. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. But there'll be times like you pull away from your twin journey. Mm. Yeah, that just sounds wrong. Just saying it like that. I don't even know how to explain it. There's times where you focus more on yourself. There, how about that? Yeah, that's it. There's times where spirit asks you to put more of your energy into your own self, your own individual journey. And so when that happens, you may experience soulmate relationships, right? And when that happens, you're going to need a love reading, not a twin flame reading. I don't know about you guys, but if you guys are on this journey with me, which most of you are that are drawn to me and come back and watch me all the time and watch my videos and order these readings in the Etsy shop, you have to understand at this point how hard it is to be me on this journey out here on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook, completely contradicting all of the twin flame information that you've heard up to this point. Because I didn't want to sit around and wait. I just was not going to go gather a bunch of cats and live the next decade, sad or bitter or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't going to do it. So I chose this path instead. And again, if you're on the journey, yeah, just put yourself in my shoes for like half a second, right? So yes, new love reading, and I just will say, for those of you that have been asking me about the love reading, it is possible that your twin information will come through in that reading also. It's really depending on where your intention is, where my intention is, and where the focus, like where everyone's energy is focused. That's what actually comes through in any reading, guys. So if you're thinking about your twin all the time, which, that's a funny statement, right? Then that's what's going to come through. But if you're thinking about someone new or exploring a new opportunity or going against the grain and just doing something a little bit different, then that could definitely be your reading. All right. I think that's all the announcements. That's not true. Hi, Clarissa. Rare, that's me, says detach. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Detach. Sometimes you just have to detach. Sometimes it just gets to be too much. And yeah, you gotta do you first. What's this thing I always say? Like, you can't pour from an empty cup. It's so true, guys. So true. Clarissa says, laughing her butt off, not the cats. Yeah, I'm not doing the cats. I'm sorry. I get a lot of grief for that, guys. Like, I had other someone else email me and send me this whole 8-page spiel about how I'm supposed to do the cats. But yeah. All right. So I was also drawn to do something else. So we're going to do it. I don't know how this is going to fit in, but I feel like I need to express this information more often than I do. So for some of you guys, this is going to be information that, like, you've heard me say, and you're like, Rosa, why are you telling us again? Because Spirit told me to. Okay, guys, and I'm learning how to listen. And for those of you that are new, most likely this is the reason that I'm drawn to do this. All right. So a while back, um, I made a slideshow for a twin flame class that I did on Facebook. I am actually scheduling or planning, just outlining, guys, a new one. I get asked to do them all the time, guys. And I want you to understand, it's hard. It's hard to be out here. Like, even though my face, ain't out here every day, because I'm not going to put my makeup on every day. It's still hard to, like, be out here and tell people about this particular journey and this particular situation, right? And again, if you're on the journey with me, you completely understand, right? So it's difficult to not go over certain things, or like not want to go over certain things. Like, I feel like I say things and I want it to be done, but that's not what's going to happen. That's not the journey I'm on. I'm definitely going to have to repeat some things. So what I want to do before we get started with astrology and water signs, I'm so glad that I jabbered and remembered. I feel like Spirit would have been upset with me because we definitely have come to an agreement, and I almost forgot that we're going to go over the 3 different types of relationships. So, guys, this is what I'm doing here. This is what I'm supposed to be showing you. I don't want to say every single day, but I definitely got the message from Spirit today that I need to be showing it to you more often. And so we are going to go over them really quickly, and then we will jump into the astrology. So, twin flames, everybody's like, what is that? Who is that? Who's my twin, right? All right, so let's go through them really quickly. A twin is someone who you have a spiritual interaction with. It causes your spiritual awakening. Some people explain a twin flame as an experience. All right. So there's going to be multiple similarities between you and your twin. So when I met my twin, we had the same type of childhood. That's normally the like similarity, right? That's what draws you together to help heal each other, right? And then your meeting is going to signify some sort of big change. In my particular journey, it was a divorce from my karmic, and we'll talk about karmics in just a moment. Um, Another thing that happens, twins are the point of the journey is to prioritize your growth, right? Over being in a 3D relationship. And that's where I'm going to, like, against the grain, because you hear so many readers out here going, you're supposed to be with this person. This is the person. You see what I'm saying? And so when you realize that, that's not necessarily the case. And I feel like most people do. It just takes, a certain point. The game changes, right? When that happens. And telepathy. Most people don't even know what telepathy is until they experience their twin journey. And Amber, I feel like Amber can back me up on this. Amber, how is your telepathy going today? Amber seems like her energy, I don't know why, guys. Each one of you, I have met over a period of time, and it's like each one of you has a piece of my journey. It's like super, super similar, and I can relate to you guys in that particular part of the journey, right? So Amber's is definitely more like twin 3D base, and her energies, like, she can tell me something that's happened, And I'll be like, yeah, that's either happened, or I'll, text her back the next day and be like, thanks for the warning. Because sometimes hers come before mine. It's like I can look at Amber's day and see what tomorrow is bringing, right? So Clarissa says, I need to learn the telepathy part. All right, so you don't need to learn the telepathy part. You actually are already doing the telepathy part. You just don't realize or know that you're doing it. I know it doesn't seem fair, does it? All right, let's keep going really quickly while I'm waiting for Amber to tell me about how her telepathy is going today. All right, so soulmates. Here's the big confusion. Everybody thinks twins are soulmates. They're not, guys. They're so not. Was one better than the other? No, absolutely not. They're all equal. Everyone has a reason, right? There's a reason, a purpose for everyone you meet. All right, so soulmates give equal efforts. I always say it's the two givers, right? Like I water you, you water me, we grow together. Soulmates are very supportive. That means that your growth is just as important as theirs. Soulmates are loyal. I'm not saying that twins are not loyal, but there's no runner, there's no chaser in a soulmate relationship. Again, two givers, right? And then another thing with soulmates is love is authentic. And I know some of you are like, wait, but my love with my twin is authentic. I know you think that. But until you break away from like the 3D restrictions, it's supposed to be this way. You're supposed to get cats. You know what I'm saying? Until you break away from that, you're really not being authentic to the soul, to the path that your soul chose for this journey. Again, it's just a lack of knowledge, lack of awakening. As soon as that happens, then you move forward. Knowing that you don't have to pretend, right? Also with soulmates, it's teamwork. They're always working together. There's never like a quitter. There's never, again, runner or a chaser. You see what I'm trying to say? Soulmates, two givers. I water you, you water me, we grow together. All right, last one, just because we have to bring it up. Again, guys, no one is better than the other. Everyone is equal. There's a reason for everything. There's purpose for everyone you meet. Like, I would not be the person I am today if I had not been in that ugly karmic relationship, right? All right, so karmics are relationships that bring a lot of drama. These people are addicted to drama. They're like magnets to drama. It's like it just comes to them, right? Red flags. You see red flags in karmic relationships super, super early. But we ignore them, right? Because we love the person and we just want to, keep going. Karmics also have a lot of addictions, which we all have addictions. Everybody has a crutch, guys. So when you're looking at that perfect person that goes, I eat good and I don't smoke and I don't drink and I don't do that, they're lying, okay? Everybody has something. Everybody. But these are unhealthy types of unhappy types of addictions, right? It's almost like they love misery and they want to be miserable. And it's almost like they want to be miserable and they want you to be miserable with them, right? That's a karmic. They're also very controlling, very manipulative, and very abusive. And one thing that I will say in my twin journey, from all the information, the books and notebooks I have filled and read and gathered from you guys and your readings and all the information I've gotten, twins are always, it seems like always, again, just from my own perspective and the numbers I've gathered, in abusive relationships. Isn't that something? Also, major life lessons. They bring major life lessons, karmic. So when you learn them, you don't go back. And when I say you don't go back, I don't mean like you don't just go back to that person. Have you guys ever heard that saying that says something like, same monster, different face? Have you guys ever heard that before? So that's kind of what happens. You date people that are very similar, and it's the same monster, different face, because it's a karmic lesson you're trying to learn. And again, once you learn it, then you move on more towards a soulmate and you don't have to deal with that crap anymore because you completely refuse to tolerate it again, right? You completely refuse to put yourself in that situation again. All right, guys. I feel like I need to really remind people what I'm doing here on a regular basis. And so that's what I'm doing here, guys. It's my job to remind you who you are. Spirit's going to draw you to me. And one thing I've noticed, I thought like I was just a really good tarot reader at first, right? I was like, man, look at all them 5 out of 5 stars. Like, ooh, that's so perfect. Like, I'm just awesome. No, Spirit is. So Spirit draws you to me, and then together we learn and we grow and we become this collective tribe that we are, right? So she says today was a lighter energy. Okay, so yes, so that would mean yesterday was heavy because this morning was so heavy I had to push the live back like 2 hours. No joke. She says, sometimes I hear and sometimes it's energy. Sometimes I hear too, Amber. And did you know, I don't know if you know this, but that's really rare. Most people, most twins will tell you they only feel energy. It's a energy from the one heart chakra to the another, which it is. But I actually like hear sounds and words. Again, guys, it's so hard to be like out here and vulnerable and tell people, somebody's going to be sitting there going, I know why she'd be hearing the sounds. You know what I'm saying? I swear to you. And Sandra says, agree to the abusive karmics. Yes. I will say that not every karmic is going to be abusive, guys. Not every karmic relationship is. I mean, they're abusive in a certain way, but when I say abusive, I mean like it's a physical situation. Yeah. So Amber says the past 3 days were heavy. Ooh. Well, I hope today was like the topper because I'm so done with it. So done. And then Mercury retrograde. Like I'm sitting here trying to decide what I'm gonna do with all this monetization rules and crap. And all of a sudden it says like, oh Lord, let me know we're still there, guys. Let me know. Let me know. All right, I'm just making my timestamp sheet because of course I didn't. I got everything else ready but that. So again, guys, if you're wondering what we're doing today, water signs, 30 minutes in. Water signs, live readings. And we are looking at October 2nd through October 8th. All right, so now I'm going to jump into the astrology. Are you guys ready for more? Because there's more. It just keeps going. So Amber says, and then I heard one of my Christian songs when I woke up this morning. Dude, that's so weird. That happened to me yesterday, Amber. And it took me a minute to realize that it was actually a gospel song. I have a thing where I hum songs. And I was humming one, and it took me a minute to realize like what I was humming. I was like, oh man, wow. Yeah, Spirit's just reaching out and touching us for sure. Let me tell you. And I mean, I'm just seeing like I hope everyone's done their work because I definitely, I don't know why I keep trying to jump the gun. Feel like I thought I had done my work, but I still feel like I got massive spanking. So yeah. All right, guys, that's enough. I'm ready. Let's start. So again, this is the first week of October, so I wanted to look at all the big aspects that were happening in October that I thought we should circle on our calendar. Remember, guys, I always say, please circle them on your calendar. I mean, that's the whole point of telling you. It works, of course, if you look at your calendar. And if you're like me, you just go about your day, and then you're like, hey, why is this happening? All right. And so we have retrogrades out the wazoo, right? Like 6 different planets are in retrograde. I'm a little concerned because Mars is fixing to go retrograde, and Mars is my ruling planet. So yay. But 3 planets are going direct in October, so that's super cool. They're moving out of retrograde, and those are going to be Mercury, Pluto, and Saturn. And these are really big, significant planets moving out of retrograde, guys. Mercury, of course, is the one that deals with communication, but it also deals with like technology, right? And I don't know if you guys know about me over here, but I'm definitely dealing with the Mercury retrograde technology. It was so cute. I was in the little gas station down the road from the house, and there was this little old lady in there, and she was getting a lottery ticket or something, and I seen her like getting frustrated, and I just made the comment. I was like, "No luck today," and she said, "No, no luck today." And she goes, "But Mercury's in retrograde, so that's probably why." It just totally shocked me that like she even knew what that was. You know what I mean? But yeah, she was like, so that's probably why. Of course, I confirm that that is why. And luckily, it goes back direct on the 2nd. But yeah, so that's happening in October. Um, let's see, transformation. So Pluto is the planet that represents transformation. It rules Scorpio. Pluto is going direct. Thank goodness. All Scorpios out there right now are like, thank you. You know what I mean? But definitely dealing with transformation. So everyone on the zodiac chart should be able to look back to when Pluto went retrograde and see the different transformations. But there was a particular thing that you became stagnant, like trying to transform, and that's going to be for everyone, guys. Everyone, doesn't matter which sign. And you became stuck, like not able to get over the hump. So Pluto going direct definitely going to help you with that last little bit. And then Saturn. Saturn is like the dad planet. I always say that. Saturn is like that planet that makes all the rules and doesn't like it if you don't follow the rules. Saturn is a big planet, guys. Like if you make Saturn mad, I'm just saying it, it can be an issue. I definitely feel like I pissed Saturn off a little bit. But anyway, Saturn is the planet that I'm an Aries. Mars, did you hear me say Mars is my ruling planet? Like we break rules, like we live and are born to break rules, right? So it's like, what do you expect me to do? But anyway, so Saturn going direct, if you've been feeling again like you're getting those universal spankings, that definitely could be coming to an end. I don't know about you guys, but I am totally ready for that. All right. So then we also have the big moons, right? So October 9th, we have the Aries full moon. Yay. Actually, I love the Aries full moon. If you're an Aries, the Aries full moon makes you feel like Wonder Woman, right? Or He-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do anything, take on the world. But the Aries full moon is a very confrontational full moon. So guys, mark it on your calendar. October 9th, you may be a little extra snippy. Someone may be a little extra snippy with you. Just kind of keep that in mind. I will say that this particular moon is confrontational for a reason. It might actually even have to confront you. Because this full moon, the job that this full moon has is to realign you with your life's mission. And the only way this can happen is if this Aries full moon sheds light on your life's purpose. So again, that's why it's confrontational, guys. And it has a good reason. All right. So then I do want to say, for those of you that have been trying to find your purpose, those of you that have been like hearing the calling but not sure what steps to take, this is going to definitely be the time that you see the light, right? I mean, I know it sounds cheesy, but that's exactly what's going to happen. It's like the light just shines down and it's like this is what you're supposed to do. All right. So for me, when I first started, my job was to come out here and talk to the twins that Spirit sends to me, remind you that one, you're not alone, and remind you who you are. Express the severe importance of writing your dreams down clearly. Journaling period is so important, and hence why I published all my journals. But I feel like I definitely strayed. I got that Facebook monetization, like, I don't know, right about April, right, when Pluto was going retrograde, and got super excited, seeing the dollar signs, right, the monetization signs, and people are like, what are you talking about? It's not that much. It is when you're doing something that you absolutely love. It's like, wow, you get paid to do this? What? But yeah, so totally got distracted. and totally just like started to go a different way. Even heard myself like say it out loud the other day. And it's like, yeah, no, this is what we're doing. This is what we're going to continue to do. So I'm just saying I've also strayed. We're all very much being realigned to where we're supposed to be. This full moon is actually also going to launch us into deep into eclipse season. So this particular eclipse season is a little extra special, guys, if you're on the twin journey. I will say later at the end of the month, the Scorpio new moon is going to be on the 25th, guys. So mark that on your calendar, October 25th. That Scorpio new moon is a solar eclipse. So for those of you on the twin journey, again, should be most of you, this is definitely a time to research. I would look at astrology at this time, your own charts at this time. Again, that next 3 months is probably like the perfect reading for this particular situation. I'm not trying to just sell it, but I'm being serious, like for real, because what's happening is eclipse season, or like eclipses themselves, they represent a jump or like a fast forward in your journey. So that's really beneficial for those of us in this collective tribe at the moment. Because I feel like, again, if you're following me, if you've been watching me for the 2 years we're out here, if you've been going through your spiritual awakening, I feel like like most of us were at the 2015 time era, right? I definitely feel like it's been kicking our butt the whole way. So I'm kind of excited about a fast forward. I'm kind of excited about a time jump. So I'm just saying, do a little research into those types of situations, time and astrology, and eclipses at this time, because that definitely could be very beneficial. And I know that I really didn't go into it a lot the other day. In fact, that's when I mentioned that we were going to start doing things different than being so focused on the twin journey. But that's so not true, guys. I was just pissed. It's fine. All right. The honeys is home from work, guys. Hi, honey. All right, so October 2nd through October 8th, that's why we're here, right? So this is the week that Mercury goes direct, thank goodness. So that's going to be my favorite thing of all. But here's the thing, guys. It actually won't be in its proper position until October 15th. So that means it's going to take some time for things to get back to normal. So don't be like October 2nd here. Rosa said that Mercury retrograde was over and this crap still sucks. Okay, I understand. It's going to take a minute to get there. It's going to literally take from the 2nd to the 15th. I mean, that's a long period of time there. So just be really patient. And in that time that you're waiting for it to all kind of settle back down, try to see, like, why did you experience this Mercury retrograde? What was the purpose? Every Mercury retrograde teaches us something, brings clarity and something. And what you should have learned, or the clarity you should have saw, should have drawn you towards your purpose. Again, astrology, everything's connected. Everything has purpose, guys. October 8th, we have Pluto going direct. So again, I feel like if there's, most of you are going to experience a lot of transformation from the time that Pluto went retrograde to the time that Pluto goes direct on the 8th. And remember, so Pluto went retrograde April 29th. So that's a long time. Think back, April 29th. Look at where you were then to where you are right now today. And then, of course, on the 8th, when it goes direct, that's a lot of transformation for most of us, right? I will say for some of us, the transformation seemed really quick. For some of us, it seemed slow. For some of us, they were massive changes. And I feel like for all of us, they were massive changes. But some of us wanted the change. Some of the change seemed a little scary, right? I feel like now that Pluto goes direct on the 8th, you're going to get the whys. Like, why did you have to make this shift? Why did you have to make this move? Why did you have to make this transformation? You see what I'm trying to say? I feel like when that happens, you're going to get the whys. So what I will say, guys, is as the energy of the full moon is coming, I'm wondering if like that's my fault today. Yay. But as the energy of that full moon is coming in, guys, really try to take this week before the full moon gets here to just breathe, really focus on self-care, self-love at this time. Meditate, take hot baths. I don't care what it is you have to do, just do it. You already know what makes you happy, but just choose to do it. I feel like that's where we go astray most of the time with all of this cosmic influences. That's my new favorite word. Can you guys tell? All right, that's going to be all the astrology, guys. I know it's a lot of information, but I feel like that's what we're going to have to do every time we start. Yeah, or at least every other time. All right, guys, dream journals are in, so I'm super excited about doing a giveaway. Remember, guys, you can order these online. And then, of course, the link to that is always in the description box on YouTube and on Facebook. I understand that that's not possible on Twitch, guys. I wish it was. But you can literally click on any video. I started making the journals at the very beginning of my journey. I mean, I was literally guided to do all the things that most people take years and years to do. Spirit definitely told me, like, don't waste any time. Get it all done now because you're going to have so much more work to do later. So yeah, that's kind of how it went down. All right, so we're going to use the Power of Love activation cards for energy of the week. It's worked out really well so far. We're going to pull from the Heal Yourself reading cards for the main spread. I've pulled out the Modern Witches Tarot. It's, I know, one of several of your guys' favorites. And I just like the blue for the water signs. I'm going to do Magical Times. So I did change up the guidance a little bit, but we're going to use Magical Times for guidance. And then, of course, we will close it out with the Moonology Oracle. All right. Is everybody ready? Everybody tired of listening to me jabber? As Sandra says, you know, I'm going to do the 3-month chart reading. I'm super stoked to get those started. The more I study the charts, the more, I feel like we all should know this information. Like, I can't believe that I used to, like, walk around on this planet under these stars and did not even know what in the world was going on up there. Oh, I'm so glad, Sandra. I'm so glad. All right, almost ready. All right, guys, let's get started with Cancer. Let's do 4258 because I've seen it for Cancer. So, Cancer, this is going to be for the week of October 2nd through October 8th. We did talk about the astrology at the beginning of the video, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the reading. All right, so let's see. Energy of the week for Cancer, October 2nd through October 8th. So we have willingness. So it says you are able to compromise if the end result is love. Diana, Sandra, how funny is that, right? Remember, I got the Cancer rising. So me and Diana literally and Sandra had a conversation right before the live started, Cancer, and I was talking about how I had to have a fit with the universe, but we came to a compromise. How funny is that, right? And so it's possible, Cancer, that you need to have your fit with the universe also. Compassion is on the bottom, and it says you demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Jasmine on Facebook, hello. All right, Cancer, let's do the main spread. Let's see if we can find out what is this willingness about. Ooh, look at that. We have the Phoenix rising. So Phoenix rising is just that, right? It's definitely strong Scorpio energy, but it's also possible. This is like the rising from the ashes feeling, right? You're struggling. And I'm going to say, Cancer, I'm kind of, so each time I get ready to do the readings, I normally talk about the astrology, but I felt like I shouldn't. And I should just feel the energy and see which one I'm picking up on, because there's several different things happening this week. I think yours is definitely going to be Cancer, the Pluto going direct. So at the beginning of the video, I do recommend watching the astrology, guys. But at the beginning of the video, I talked about how Pluto going direct is going to help you get over this hump. So I do feel like you've had this hump. Most likely, Cancer, it's going to be you that has to compromise. And that's what's going to help you get through it. But what happens when you get through it and you become the Phoenix rising, right? You rise from those ashes. You don't even look back anymore. So I do feel like there's a little bit of a hump that it's hard to get over. All right, let's look at lesson learned. So we have self-love. I said that earlier too, guys. It's so important. We take such so many things for granted. But self-love, again, you can't pour from an empty cup. You have 32 and 24. The numbers are sticking out to me. Almost like neon lights. So the numbers could be significant to someone. But self-love talks about not being able to pour from an empty cup, right? Like you have to take care of yourself before you can help others, Cancer. And I just want to say Cancer is the sign, the nurturer, right? The caretaker and like the mother of all mothers, right? So it's definitely that type of energy I'm getting here, Cancer. And it's like you're running dry. Your well is running dry. You're going to have to replenish, refill, and then you can go back to helping others. And maybe Spirit's telling me I need a vacation. What do you guys think? All right, let's look at the outcome. The healing card comes out. I love it. So I do feel like the compromise is made. For most of you, this may not be about you compromising with the universe, right? That was just me, guys. But it may be a compromise that you're having to make for yourself. I feel like Cancer, you're trying to do a lot for someone else. Maybe you are a mom. Maybe you have children. Maybe you have a family. Maybe you have some sort of leadership position at work or somewhere where people rely on you, right? I'm definitely getting that. And it's like you're a powerful person. You can help people rise from the ashes all around you. But it's like sometimes you forget to pour into your own cup. On the bottom, paying attention to the signs. So I just want to say, most likely Spirit has tried to show you that you need to replenish. I don't know about you guys, but I get several signs. And I just keep pushing. I know, right? It's that stubborn Aries. All right, let's look at Phoenix rising. So we have the sun coming out, joy and happiness. Look at that. And the high priestess. A Cancer. So the high priestess, secrets, mysteries. But if you guys know me, you see my candle over there? The high priestess has quickly become my favorite card in my particular spiritual journey. In my particular twin flame journey, I definitely use the high priestess card as the bridging energy. That's like my clue card, right? For what is being mirrored, what is being taught, and what's being learned at the moment. So it's super interesting because it tells me that a lot of what I'm saying is going to resonate with many of you, whether you're an Aries or a Cancer or a Scorpio, because again, we're all on this particular journey, right? All right, so let's look at self-love. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Queen of Swords coming out. So the Eight of Cups tells me, Cancer, that there is something you're doing and that you're going to have to walk away from. And it's interesting because we were talking at the beginning of the video about walking away from the monetization. Like, wouldn't that be crazy, right? But it's like our channel got monetized, but there's so many different rules, and all the platforms have different rules. But I really enjoyed being on all the platforms at one time. I feel like I'm helping the most people, and I'm able to follow my purpose the most. So in the end, I feel like it's possible that I'm gonna have to walk away from something, right? Queen of Swords is here. Queen of Swords is definitely always about speaking truth, but it's also about channeling wisdom. And so it's very possible that this week, Cancer, you see that spirit saying you're going to have to make this compromise. You're going to have to pour into your own cup. And I feel like that's information that could be channeled to you. Also, of course, the signs, if you remember, bottom of the deck. So pay attention to the signs. All right. So 21, healing. We have the Empress energy coming out. Strong Virgo. I have Knight of Pentacles coming out. This is lifetime after lifetime. So you're healing to become this Empress energy, right? So the Empress is that person that's super connected to spirit, to the universe. She understands all of the information, right? She understands everything on both sides of that curtain. She understands the astrology. She's abundant in wisdom and knowledge and all of those things, right? And the Knight of Pentacles is something that's going to carry you on into the future, right? Something that's going to keep going. So I do feel like you are, again, having to compromise, but whatever that compromise is, it's still going to make sure that you have everything you need so that you can continue going forward on your journey. On the bottom is the Ace of Wands. I'm not going to cry. The Ace of Wands is your destiny, Cancer. All right, so let's pull some guidance. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling better already. All right, let's see. Guidance from Spirit for Cancer for this situation. So we have creation. You're creating something, birthing something, right? The Empress. Remember, your thoughts shape your future. Your words create today, and your choices become your reality. Anticipation comes out, and it says something wonderful is happening. Change is in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. And then adversity. This came out for me in my own reading. It says, see the gifts and challenges one can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. On the bottom, pilgrimage. You're on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way, and only you can choose your path, Cancer. All right, let's close it out with the Moonology Oracle. And remember, guys, this is going to be for your thoughts and emotions. Cancer, the full moon is right around the corner. Everything is, it's emotional. Look at the bigger picture. I got that here. Full moon in Sagittarius. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. What I'm getting there is, even if it's not what you expected, it's going to be something even better, right? Last one, I love it. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Strong Sagittarius energy. And then, of course, new moon in Cancer energy there. All right, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those good things. I'm going to clean up really quickly, guys, and then we will get to Scorpio. Sandra says, come to Missouri for a vacation. We'll hit corn maze or two. Branson? What's in Branson? Like Pigeon Forge. She says we can shoot paintball guns at monsters and relieve stress. That does sound awesome, don't it? Maybe we might have to take a trip. Sandra, I think you're literally like 2 hours away from me at the moment, currently.
We moved closer.
We totally moved closer.
2 hours closer.
We did. We moved 2 hours closer. All right, guys. So just cleaning up from Cancer. She said, yep, I've been to Illinois by accident, so not far at all. Oh my God, that cracked me up. Too perfect. So I really expected the Scorpio energy to be the heavy energy in the water signs. That's normally how it is. But I would say it was definitely the Cancer. I mean, we haven't got to Pisces yet, so I don't know. But Scorpios is definitely getting lighter. That's nice, right? All right. She said, I'm directionally challenged, and it took the Mississippi River to realize the wrong way. Hey, you're cracking me up. That's too good. All right, guys, who's ready for Scorpio? So there definitely is a problem on Twitch. Hey, jump on Twitch and see if you can see our live. I just got a message. Oh, it's my music. Can you put my music back? She said the Scorpio feeling better energies. Yes, I definitely felt like it went from Cancer's heavy, deep, intense, eternal, which I'm just saying normally that's Scorpio, to like it's definitely picking up. Spirit's like making me wait, you know what I'm saying? Like I guess the energy needs to lift and clear. Normally I don't have any issue jumping from one to the other, because for the most part, the elements, that's why I do them in elements, guys, in case you ever wondered why we do it this way. Normally they're all together. So like, if the fire signs are out burning bridges, well, they're all burning bridges. You know what I'm saying? If the water signs are having a deep internal conflict, well, they're all having one. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely sensed a massive shift from Cancer as we're going into Scorpio. All right, 58 even, I'm calling it, for Scorpio. So October 2nd through October 8th. You're on Twitch. There's no message?
No, because I just came in.
No, I mean like I got a thing on my, is a video playing on Twitch?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. We got a, the live isn't working thing. Well, when we went live, it actually did have like a thing that said they weren't streaming. We were all blaming Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, Mercury.
I probably should have had it open though, so I could just like pop over and look. I don't want to touch it now. All right. Redo. My bad. 5902. 5902 for Scorpio. This is going to be for the week of October 2nd through October 8th. So Scorpio, we're just going to jump right in. There is a little bit of astrology going on, but I feel like I don't want to mention it just so people don't like stick to a certain energy. Let's just see what your energy is going to be. I will see that Cancer's energy did seem a little more emotional than normal. And your energy is definitely seems like it's picking up. So that's a really good sign for Scorpios. And remember, guys, when I say Scorpio, this is your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars. I really don't care. If it's on your chart, it's so important, right? You should be able to watch all of your signs on your chart, and it should make a story that goes in a full circle, just like your chart. All right, Scorpio. So energy of the week. We have the past. So, through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. Oh, Scorpio, you do it. Yay. All right. So, when I seen the past come out, I was like, what? But that's what it is. So, I just want to say, Scorpio, you've seen this card multiple times. But I definitely feel like, again, the energy got lighter, but it's because you're finally doing it. You're finally breaking away. I'm going to read it one more time. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. How beautiful is that? And I just want to say, Scorpio, in case you didn't know this, when you're in a heavy, stagnant energy, if that has anything to do with anyone else, you could definitely, it's the cobweb. You know, those pictures we see on the cards where like the cobweb is touching the other person. And you're like, where does this cobweb go to? It's someone's energy who's stagnant and can't move. They can't let go. They can't release. You finally release. It can't get no better than this, guys. Freedom is on the bottom. You're releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. This is just super awesome. All right, Scorpio, let's do the main spread with the Heal Yourself reading cards. Let's see what challenges you may experience as you're going through these energies this week, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio entrapment comes out. So this may not necessarily be someone else. So a lot of times when I see the entrapment card, I get the energy that someone's manipulating you or someone's controlling you, Scorpio. I feel like that could be the case, but if that's the case, you've already broken away from that. That was last week when we talked about that light at the end of the tunnel. Scorpio going through that deep, intense healing period definitely could be considered a dark night of the soul, but coming out at the other end, seeing that bright light. When you're at the bottom, guys, everything is bright and beautiful when you're rising, right? And that's the energy I was picking up last week for Scorpio. So I don't think that entrapment is like this person is still controlling or manipulating you. I think this is you breaking out of your own control and manipulation. This is you breaking out of your own mindset. I mentioned, I think it was the earth signs when we were talking about like spiritual awakenings and following your purpose. When I started following my purpose, my whole life changed, Scorpio, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. And sometimes I get into this moment where I'm like, why me? Why does my life get to get better, right? When I know that there's other people out there that are like still struggling and they're still suffering, like why do I get to go forward and they don't, right? That's me manipulating and controlling myself. That's not anyone else telling me what to do. That's me putting myself in that own, like my own lower vibrational negative type of energy. And I feel like that could be what was happening, Scorpio, like why you weren't able to break away from that past energy, why you weren't able to release it, why you weren't able to give whatever it is, it's freedom. There definitely was this sense of holding yourself down.
All right, let's look at lesson learned. I love it. Cycles comes out, and that just tells me this cycle is done. It is over. And Scorpio, if you've been repeating this cycle, it's done and it's over. For some of you, this could have been, I just heard karmic cycle. That's only going to be for a few of you. So the cycles card coming out is telling me, Scorpio, that there's sometimes everything is in the cycles, right? In these periods, when an old cycle closes out, a new cycle begins. But I will say that in this particular cycles cards, like if we pull the book out for the Heal Yourself reading cards, it talks about how sometimes the cycle is slow and like it's coming to an end, and the other thing isn't lined up for you yet, Scorpio. So it's like it slows down, and you're like, why am I stuck in this energy? Why am I stuck here in this sadness or in this old thing, right? And it's because the cycle is closing out. So, and it could be that like whatever is coming here isn't positioned there yet, right? All right, let's look at the outcome. We have sadness coming out. So we have 34, 6, and 5. We'll definitely have to clarify. I'm not necessarily sensing sadness. With the sadness card, there's that self-love again. All right, so for some of you, whatever you're releasing, you're going to grieve, okay? But for the rest of you, I always notice the art palette in the corner of the picture. And the sadness card talks again about how we have these lower vibrational energies and we control them. Like we can raise those energies if we want to, whenever we want to. And that's totally the perfect time for me to jump over here, Scorpio, and show you the chart. Ready? There's the chart. So my favorite, the Hawking's funnel. So when you're down there in that grief and fear, apathy, guilt, shame, anger, pride, desire, those are all lower frequency, lower vibrational energies. All you have to do is start finding courage, start finding willingness, look at acceptance, find reason for things, guys. I feel like love should say unconditional love, but that's how you move up the funnel. You see what I'm saying? That's how you raise your vibrational energy. And I do feel like that's what's happening. It's very possible to, oops, wrong button. Sorry guys, my bad. But it's also very possible too that like the reason you, so the art palette, it's about creativity, right? She's drawing, she's painting. Your creativity is given to you by the universe, by spirit, however you want to label it, so that you're able to use that creativity to follow your purpose. For example, I read tarot, I make pretty things, we do videos, you see what I'm saying? And that's how I'm able to follow my purpose. And I do feel like you've had this energy of being stuck again, a stagnant, like not able to move forward. Again, I don't feel like it was because someone else was controlling and manipulating you. I feel like they tried to move on already and you were clinging on to something so tightly that it's like your cobweb was almost like pulling on their energy as well. And I definitely got this over here for the challenge or obstacle. But what I'm getting now is at the end of this week, the cycle that ends, the new thing that's beginning, it's not you going back to sadness. It's you pulling out that art palette. It's you following your purpose. It's you finally using your creativity to do what it is that you're supposed to be doing and leaving the past in the past. All right, let's pull a little tarot and see if I'm right. I am going to use the Modern Witches Tarot. All right, let's look at entrapment over there in the challenge or obstacle. So we have Leo energy coming out, the strength, again, inner conflicts. I feel like that's a confirmation. Spirit saying, this isn't someone else doing this to you, Scorpio. This is you doing this to you, Scorpio. And it's like you're finally ready to end this cycle, move on. Again, for some of you, you could feel like you've been stuck in that cycle because whatever the new thing was, it wasn't ready yet. So King of Pentacles is here. That's kind of, again, same thing. King of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be about someone you put up on a pedestal. But for most of you, it's about like taking responsibility as King of Pentacles. All right, so the Cycles card is here. We have the Lovers. Scorpio. So the Lovers, it's the Twin Flame Clue card, right? I'm going to say that that's most likely what's coming to an end. Look at that. So Scorpio, the Lover's card definitely represents a strong soul connection, a strong soul bond that I feel like you have with someone else in the physical here, because you can see like they're physically standing together, and spirits, the angels overlooking them. You're definitely in a twin journey. Like, let's stop denying it and running from the word like it's a bad word, but just means that you have this spiritual connection with this person. But here's what's not good. Ready? Do you see that everything is fine card? Can you guys see that? See where it says everything is fine? All right, see the swords? Clearly everything's not fine, right? Okay, so in the Modern Witches Tarot, and I chose to use these today for the water signs, there's two Ten of Swords. One looks just like this. It says Ten of Swords, and the other one is this one, and it says everything is fine. Ten of Swords is a completion to a painful life cycle. Here's what I'm going to tell you, Scorpio. Are you ready? Don't shoot the messenger. But as long as you keep saying that everything is fine with whatever happened in this journey, you will stay in this cycle. I hope people understand what I'm trying to say here. All right, let's move on to sadness. So we have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we have the Seven of Cups. If you become more confident in your own abilities and the things that you're supposed to be doing, and let this thing come to its own natural completion, whatever it is, guys. For some of you, your person just left. For some of you, your person chose a different route. For some of you, just free will, guys. For some of you, your person passed. I mean, there's so many different reasons that this could be happening here, but you're going to have to, one, be willing to accept it. That's how you're going to move up that funnel. As soon as you do that, you become more confident in yourself. That's going to be that Queen of Wands. And I just want to say her sunflower has been sticking out to me since yesterday. Be kind to yourself, guys. Be kind to yourself. Seven of Cups is here, and it tells me that you have multiple choices. It's like the moment you understand that you can feel whatever it is that you need to feel to bring closure to this situation, that's when things start to move forward. That's when the new choices come in. But I just want to say Seven of Cups is also about confusion. So if you feel like you're confused, you feel like you don't know what to choose next, that's definitely the time that you're supposed to go and meditate and talk to spirit, right? On the bottom, the star. The star is going to be what you choose. Aquarius energy. This is your wishes coming true. Barbie Mills, Cancer Sun, Capricorn Moon, Scorpio Rising. Wow. How is your day going, Barbie? All right. Scorpio, let's do some guidance. So we're asking Spirit for guidance for Scorpio in this situation, October 2nd through October 8th. Gentleness comes out. Definitely be kind to yourself. Strength is gentle. True kindness has wings. And love in action endures. Awareness comes out. Pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. Another one's for those of you that I was talking to where I pulled on them heartstrings and I said, you're on this twin journey. You're pretending like everything's fine. And that's why this cycle stays stuck. There's signs. It's like Spirit's trying to show you. There's signs. Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups. We're going to have cycles coming out. So we're all becoming, look at that, cycles and cycles. I mean, it's not a coincidence, guys. You can't make this stuff up. You see that? Two completely different decks of cards. We're all becoming, surrender to your changes, release your fear, and trust the powerful process, Scorpio. On the bottom is Quest. Be bold, and mighty forces will aid you. Take action. Good luck favors the brave. All right, Scorpio, let's close it out with the Moonology Oracles. Be confident. Be confident in whatever creativity Spirit gave you, because that's what's going to help you be able to move forward. I do feel like it's going to be an emotional week, Scorpio. I mean, it just is for everyone. The astrology is just too much, too much. Have faith in your dreams. Yes, definitely. The waxing crescent moon. Be bold and make the first move. Scorpio, be bold. Make the first move. And adjustments are required. It's the third quarter moon. The adjustments are you can't sit there anymore, Scorpio. You're going to have to get up. Show the world the real you. That's going to be full moon in Aquarius. And remember, we've seen Aquarius on the bottom. Very much your wishes coming true. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. I'm going to clean up really quickly. And then we will jump to Pisces. Barbie, Cancer Sun, Capricorn Moon, Scorpio Rising says, so emotional. We just had that conversation, Barbie, about 10 minutes into this particular live. What are the odds, right? All right. Let me clean up from Scorpio. Scorpio broke free from all the outer restrictions, and now Scorpio is trying to break free from their own inner demons. That's hard for everybody, right? I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what sign you are. Ooh, I love that, Sandra. Sandra says, I did a bay leaf manifestation with my Palo Santo this morning for grounding, protection, meditation. I bet you meant meditation. And liberation. Protection from negativity and liberation. I love that. No, it might be a bay. Tell me about this bay leaf manifestation with your Apollo. Explain, Sandra, explain. All right, so we have Pisces next, guys. Pisces next. Thank you, Diana. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out with us so long. I know we're definitely running a little later than usual today. So, Mrs. We're all in this together. It's so true. And that's really the best thing that's happened to me throughout this whole thing is just learning that there's more than just one of us. It would have been nicer though if Spirit would have put us all like in one town, right? Like we could have hung out on a regular basis. I guess it's not how it works though, right? All right, guys, we have made it to the last one. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. So cool. I know, so much going on today, and I know everyone's ready for Mercury retrograde to be over. I'm gonna have to tell the honey about the old lady in the gas station that was telling me about Mercury retrograde. That's such a funny story. Yeah. True. All right, let's do Pisces. 11933 for Pisces. So Pisces, this is going to be for the week of October 2nd through October 8th. So I did talk about the astrology a little bit at the beginning of the video. I do recommend watching that part. I am going to go ahead and jump into your reading. And I am looking at the energy of the week. I'm using the Power of Love activation cards, Pisces. All right. So I pulled out a few more than normal. The Unity card in the middle is definitely sticking out to me. But you have kindness, unity, and respect. So kindness says you're a humanitarian made of love, and you're able to share that energy with others. Respect says you value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. And unity says you understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. I gotta be honest, Pisces, I'm drawing a blank. It clearly has something to do with union. It clearly has something to do with being kind and respecting one another. Okay, I'm kind of picking up a little bit like someone doesn't agree with you, maybe Pisces, like they're not doing it your way. This energy feels really different. All right, let's pull from the Read Yourself, the Heal Yourself reading cards. All right, so we have courage coming out. So courage is in the challenges or obstacle. I'm kind of feeling like you're having to pull away from someone. You're having to go somewhere on your own. I always get that with the courage card. See how she's reaching out for him? She clearly doesn't want him to go. Lesson learned. We have faith coming out. Is it just me, or is it like spirit's like it's so like not very direct, you know what I mean? So have faith is lesson learned, and this is going to be the card that helps you with this card. So I mean, that's pretty easy. Spirit's just saying you need courage, have faith. All right, let's look at the outcome. There it is. Outcome comes out as inner child, and this is dealing with abandonment and rejection wounds here. 16 is the number that's sticking out to me. It does tell me you're healing from the situation, though. The healing card does come out, number 21. So it does tell me like this is something that could be coming to an end. Super new energy or something. I'm not sure. It's super weird. All right, let's look at the courage card. What are you having to pull away from? Why are you having to find courage? So we have the Page of Pentacles. You're starting something new. Remember, guys, pages are students. They're always scared. But Page of Pentacles is like the least scared of all the pages. It's the one that is most willing to do the journey. We have Queen of Cups coming out. Queen of Cups is about unconditional love. This could have something to do with a mother. Someone could be trying to like start their journey on their own, right? Like it kind of gives me the student, kind of gives me like the young adult type of feel, right? And it's like they're having to break away from the home situation, something like that. Someone who really supported them. They're having to go again on their own. Remember I said like it looks like she's reaching out, doesn't want the person to go. So Pisces, there's definitely a situation here with someone I feel like it's somewhat younger, starting some sort of new journey, and they're definitely fear of breaking away from somewhere where they're clearly getting a lot of support and unconditional love. Let's look at have faith, because Spirit's saying this is definitely like the path, the journey. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And we have the Hermit. It's your spiritual awakening. Duh. All right. And the Ten of Wands. So Ten of Wands is about like a completion of something that was challenging, something that was difficult. So the Ten of Wands says there's a lot of stress and burdens on your shoulders, Pisces. The Hermit talks about going within, withdrawing. It is strong Virgo energy here. But it's also about like finding the answers for what you're looking for within. Let's look at inner child here. So we have the World coming out. This is about something old closing out and something new opening up. And we have the Knight of Pentacles again. So I feel like you're healing from the abandonment and rejection wounds, right? It's very possible that that's what you're working on at the beginning of the week, and you feel like you may not make it, especially when that Ten of Wands comes out. But I feel like Spirit steps in. Remember, guys, minor arcanas are what we do. Like, we can be the Knight of Pentacles. We can be in for the long haul. We can put all the hard work in. We can do it forever and ever and ever. That's the Knight of Pentacles, right? And the World, that's going to be a major arcana. And that says Spirit made you do something. It's fate. It's destined. It's like Spirit steps in and touches your life. The World says that some old chapter closes out so that a new chapter can open. And I do feel like the new chapter goes with you, Pisces, for a long time. That is that Knight of Pentacles. On the bottom, you do have the Fool. So again, someone takes the leap of faith. All right, Pisces, let's pull partnership. I just seen the partnership card with wedding rings. Pisces, what is that about? All right, let's see if it comes back out. Guidance for Pisces with this situation, October 2nd through October 8th. This is Williams, honey. Williams going to call and tell us they're engaged. All right, so we have nature. Sometimes all you need is to go outside, breathe the fresh air to remember who you are and where you want to be. We have dignity. It says take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. Amen, Pisces. And friendship. Ooh, we didn't get the partnership, but we definitely got friendship. It says be with the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Keep those, Pisces, and let the others go. All right, so let's close it out for Pisces with the Moonology Oracle. And this is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Pisces, it's emotional for everyone. Emotional for everyone. There's a lot of closure happening this week. And that Aries full moon is no joke, guys. No joke. Full moons, we're releasing. And it's a powerful confrontational moon. I feel like it's going to confront you. That's who this moon is going to confront. It's not going to be about you confronting other people, which, I mean, it definitely could happen. There could be some short fuses for sure. That's any full moon. But I do feel like this Aries full moon, it's definitely about confronting you and what you're doing to hold yourself back. A time to give rather than take. This is new moon in Virgo. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, and a time for healing. I love it. Boss McMoon. All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. I just heard remind you of energy of the week, kindness, unity, and respect. All right, Pisces. All right, guys, that's it. That's all the water signs for the week of October 2nd through October 8th. What do you guys think? Not too shabby, right? All right. That was a much longer. We're at an hour and a half, and that was just the readings. Don't forget, guys, I will put timestamps in as soon as I'm done with the live stream. I definitely feel a big shift
from the water signs, and I would say the other two elements. So that's pretty interesting to me. There's a song on right now called 23. It's so funny because we just did Pisces, and I was like thinking that sounded like my youngest son. And my youngest son had me play this song right before I miss him. Can you guys tell? Right before he moved. It's a good song, guys. I think eventually when I do decide to give up the monetization, we're just gonna blast the music everywhere. We're gonna write letters to the songwriters and the singers and thank them. I know, right? Oh, Facebook. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Twitch does seem like it's working okay. I did get the notification, so I'm really not sure what that's about. I have the green check now, so I'm hoping that we're still going over there and everything's still okay. But yes, guys, thank you all for coming in and watching all of this stuff. If you missed it, please remember I will put the timestamps in as soon as we're done with the live. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. I know no pre-readings this evening. I do apologize. It's just been one of those days, guys. So I'm going to go take some more me time. I will be back tomorrow. We do the air signs tomorrow at 12 p.m. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I hope to see all of you there. Again, thank you so much for coming in. And as always, I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.